G'day everyone, welcome to the channel. On today's episode, we have the next product in our Renogy 12 volt series that we're doing. It's the Renogy DC-to-DC 50 amp charger. Now this thing is an absolute game changer, packed full of features, got a heap of really cool stuff in it. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to unbox it, I'm going to go through the features and the specs with you. So let's get on with it. Quick disclaimer, we have been sent these products free of charge from Superchip Auto. However, we are not being paid for the reviews, so that you can rest assured that all our opinions expressed in these videos will be legit, good, bad, ugly, indifferent, whatever. They will be based on our personal experiences with these products, so that way you can make an informed decision whether or not you would like to try them out for yourself. Back to the video. All right, let's open it up and have a look and see what we get inside. First cab off the rank, we've got the Renogy stickers. So you probably put them on your car or battery box, whatever. Warranty card, make sure you fill that out, scan the QR code, go through that process because that will be important to make sure you keep your warranty. We've got the manual. Highly recommend reading this. It's got heaps of pretty pictures and colors and stuff like that, and it's not super hard to read, but it will give you wiring suggestions and their recommendations, you know, terms and conditions, all of that sort of stuff in there. So read that, it's not real long. And now something that's really cool that caught my eye, this product actually comes with blank Anderson style connectors. So they're the 50 amp version, you get two grays and a red. I'll tell you why you get a red one in a minute, but the red and the grey are not compatible with each other. So there's a special reason for that red one, but that's really cool. Like if you have to go out and buy them, like depending on where you get them from, like you can get cheap ones off eBay, into Supercheap or any of the other places and buy genuine Anderson plugs. You could be looking up probably 15, 20 bucks a pair. And then you get a battery temperature sensor. So this will plug into the unit, put the probe on or near the battery, so that if the battery's getting too hot or whatever, it can adjust its charge rate. So that's really cool, really important too for lithiums because they don't like getting too hot. Well, even AGMs, you know, any battery doesn't like getting hot. So that's a really cool feature. And then we've got the unit itself, and we've got a couple of screws there for mounting. So I'll just move this out of the way. All right, there we have it. Quite compact in size. It's very similar size to the Red Arc or the IDC25 projector unit, very similar in size. There's all your cables, which is already terminated with the Anderson plugs. That's for your temperature sensor, so that's really cool. So what have we got here? We've got an inlet, this one. So we've got DC in, DC out, and then this little fella here is for your solar. So you can't get that mixed up. So you can't accidentally plug your solar into your battery one and vice versa. Why is that important? Because this unit, which I'll go through in a minute, can actually take a wide variety of solar panels. So that's pretty important there. Other features we've got on this end. So we've got the Bluetooth antenna. We've got the LED indicators there. We've got a type button. Type button is so that you can cycle through your battery types. And then on the back side where the cables are, we've got obviously the cables coming out, but then we've got these two here. So these are actually CAN ports. So CAN bus protocol, CAN ports. What do you need those for? So Renogy have a heap of products that run off the CAN bus network. They've got inverter chargers, monitoring, a few other things. So that's really cool. You can connect if you're doing a big build like a motorhome or something, or even in your vehicle if you wanted to, and you've got all of these enabled products, you can actually connect them all together into a network and they'll share data between them, and then you can use the monitoring and upload that to your cloud, to your platform. So that's a really cool feature. To my knowledge, Renogy is the only DC-DC charger to have a CAN bus network. If I'm wrong, please write it in the comments. I'm happy to learn, but to my knowledge, this is the only one. Victron have their VE Direct on the Orions, so you can plug the VE Direct products into the Serbo GX or the Acrano or whatever you're using with other products, and then they all link together. So same sort of thing like that. So just flicking back around to this side for a sec, as you can see there. So the Bluetooth aerial, these are Bluetooth enabled, so that Renogy have an app. You can link this to your app, and then you can see real-time data on your app. The type button, like I said earlier, you can cycle through your battery types. So they do flooded lead acid, they do sealed lead acid, so AGMs, they'll do gel, 12 volt lithium, 24 volt lithium, and then they have a user setting. So you can actually set your battery type that you need. So if you don't have one of those ones, or the lithium profile is not quite right for your lithium battery, you can just set it up to have you like, which is really cool. Two really cool features of this Renogy DCDC charger. The first one is that when you're cruising around up the beach or out in the bush or up and down the highway, whatever it is, if you've got really good sun and you've got some solar panels on your roof, what this will do is actually prioritize charging to come from your solar. And what that does is it will decrease the load placed on your alternator, and in turn helping to reduce any extra fuel consumption associated with charging. So it's like a green mode, I guess you could say. So charge can come from solar as first priority, and if a cloud goes over and the solar drops right off, then it will switch back over to charging from the alternator. So either way, your house battery is going to get full, but this will actually help to reduce any extra fuel consumption. The other really awesome feature of this product is that, say you're up the beach or out the bush a couple of days, your house battery is actually full because you've got plenty of sun. This will actually allow a trickle charge to go back to your start battery and keep that topped up, so that when you jump back in to move your car or go for a drive or whatever, your start battery's charged up, ready to go. Right, let's go through the specs. So these are 12 volt or 24 volt. They have what's called a buck boost technology in them. That means that these will actually do a 12 volt start battery to a 12 volt auxiliary battery, or a 24 volt auxiliary battery. They'll also do 24 volt start battery to a 12 volt or 24 volt auxiliary. So basically 12 or 24 volt on the inlet, 12 or 24 volt on the outlet. Now that's really cool. So, you know, some buses or trucks even will have 24 volt start batteries. So you can still run one of these with a 24 volt start battery and 12 volt house battery. Same with some motorhomes. You might have a motorhome that has a 12 volt start battery, but you want to run 24 volt because it's more efficient for your inverters. You can use this for that. These have a 50 volt solar input. That's really awesome. That really opens up what sort of solar panels you can use. You can use house panels. Most house panels are under 50 volts. There are some that are over, so you still will need to be careful. Like I've got some house panels here which are 45.2, so that will be perfect. That's really good for that 24 volt auxiliary batteries. You know, it's more efficient to have a panel that's above your nominal charging voltage or your nominal battery voltage. So if you want to charge 24 volt, you really need a panel that's at least 30 to 40 volts anyway. This can take it. That's really cool. A lot of the other products are 30 volts, some are even less, a little bit less, some are a little bit more. So this is already heads and shoulders above a lot of the competition out there. The alternator input voltage is anywhere from 9 to 32 volts. So that, like I said, that opens it up for 24 volt vehicles. Maximum of 50 amp charging or 720 watts. So at a 12 volt battery bank, it'll charge at 50 amps, 24 volt battery, it'll charge at 25 amps. The operating temperature range is minus 35 degrees to plus 80. It's currently about plus 80 in this shed, I can tell you right now. Minus 35, we don't really see temperatures that cold in Australia unless you go to the Australian Antarctic Territory. Then you'll be down around minus 35, but here on the mainland, not necessary, but it's still a really cool feature. Plus 80, that's engine bay temperatures. So this is rated, it states that they can go in your engine bay. Obviously, if you do put this in your engine bay, you want to keep it away from the exhaust. You know, if your auxiliary battery is right next to your turbo, you do tons of towing, probably not a good idea to have this right next to that. And you might want to have some sort of heat shield around it just to keep the temperature away from it. If your auxiliary battery is in the back of your vehicle, It's best to have this in the rear of the vehicle with the auxiliary battery. You do get voltage drop over distance, so keep it close to your battery anyway. So you wouldn't put this under the bonnet if your auxiliary is in the back of the car. So yeah, just there's a whole episode just on that by itself, but you get the idea. Now dimensions, they're 178 and a bit mil this way, 121 and a bit this way, and 37.5 mil thick. Pretty compact really. You could slot that down anywhere really, down beside your drawer system, in the back of a vehicle, and under the wings, you know, on the side of a battery box, even if you want to make your own battery box. 1.8 kilos or a smidge over 1.8 kilos, so not a lot of weight in it. It's got all the certifications, and it comes with a 3-year warranty. Now the warranty, do your warranty card, so that's all squared away. These are being sold through the Super Cheap Auto network around Australia, so if you do have a problem, you buy one in Brisbane but you're over in WA somewhere, and there's a problem with it, all you got to do is pop into your local Super Cheap Auto store and they'll help you out. And lastly, these are polymer filled. I'm not going to open it up because I don't want to avoid the warranty and break it, but if you open this up, you'll see that all the boards are coated in a polymer, very similar to a lot of the other brands. Renogy do that as well. They fill it full of polymer so that it's essentially IP67. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to connect this up to my battery, and we're going to see if we can get this Bluetooth app working, and we'll go through that together because I haven't actually had to play with that yet. So we'll do that now. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to plug it into the battery and we're going to have a look at this Bluetooth app. Oh, we got power. So the app is called DC Home, or My Renogy DC Home. There is a QR code in the manual that you can just scan and it'll take you straight to the page. It's connected. So we're going to just confirm that, and it's on the app straight away. So let's just have a look and see what happens. We're going to click on it. Status, lithium, so battery type lithium, 12 volts. The battery is 13.3 volts. Then it's got all of the other data there, which is pretty cool. Battery temp, DCDC, MPPT temperature, 34 degrees. That's how hot it is in the shed right now. And then all the other data there, that'll all populate obviously when you start using it. This is just connected to a battery, so there's nothing there. Then it's got this little diagram up the front. I guess when it's working, that'll get populated, so I'll show you where the charge power is coming from and going to. And that's really cool, really nice app, that one. Well, there you have it, the Renogy DC to DC charger. Very impressive bit of kit, this one, packed full of features. You got the Bluetooth, 50 amp charging, the IP67, the multiple battery types that you can select, you know, 12 volt to 24 volt, 24 volt to 24 volt. Really cool little piece of machinery right here. These retail at Super Cheap Auto for $4.99. They are up there a little bit in the price range, but you're getting a lot of bang for your buck, and you've also got that 3-year warranty backed by Super Cheap. Very impressed. Hope you've liked this episode today. Please feel free to give us a like and a share. Leave us a comment as well and let us know if you've got any Renogy products or if this is something that would interest you. We read all the comments and we try and respond to all of them as well. And hopefully we've earned your subscription today. If we have, make sure you hit that bell notification so that you can keep up to date with all of our upcoming episodes. We've got a 12 volt build plan. We've got a few more Renogy products coming, so stick with us. We've got a few more unboxing videos to do. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.